rather get the bag and start collecting the rings. But I done spoke too much, close curtain and scene. I am not a human being, I'm a full machine. I ain't holier than thou, I don't judge, I sing. Just staying down for the come up till I reign supreme. Let's get it. Yeah, hit boy, we got another one. Ha. Man, y'all boys ain't ready for this, man. I'm still grinding, I'm still hungry, hungrier than ever. I feel unstoppable, losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line, do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible.
From the area known as Patriot Place, EA Sports set for football at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Detroit Lions and the New England Patriots. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Jones looking to throw it on the first play. Open man is Myers. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. Now this defense for the Lions, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They run with a 4th-year man. This is Damian Harris. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. They run again with Harris, and he'll get nothing out of that one. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 4th down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Lions will take over. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 24. To throw is Goff. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
3 yards remain for 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Goff. Can't get rid of it. He's taken down. multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
So now following the sack, often the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. And deep to return it is Marcus Jones. And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield. Throwing Jones. Got a man, it's Tyquan Thornton. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Tyquan Thornton really got the attention of the NFL when he appeared at the Combine and made a run at the Combine record in the 40 with a 4.28 time, the record at 4.22. He can flat out fly, but when you watch his tape, he also runs routes a lot better than he gets credit for. And with speed like that, he's always going to find a home on an NFL field, and that helps him secure a 1st down.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now Jones. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You've kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But when the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
Throws out left. It's caught by Williams. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Throwing on 3rd. Goff. Complete. This is Mitchell. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's a first down with a cherry on top, 31 yards.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4, 2nd and 6.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Hey, lift! Lift! Hey, let's go! 2 for 1! 2 for 1!
To throw on 2nd and 6. Goff. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that.
He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Hockenson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first quarter lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
New England has found its lead running back, and it's Damian Harris. The Alabama man tied for 2nd in the league with 15 rushing touchdowns. It was a game short of 1,000 yards.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. The Patriots had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Lions are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
And he's got some space here. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. 79 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation.
Hey, 76! 76!
Here's Swift. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamal Williams, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete, and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
And still in the first half here, a long way to go. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Out right to Bourne. And some room to maneuver. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive line?
Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. Call it a gain of a yard, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Go off a handoff here to Swift. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw. Jones. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion left. To throw on 3rd down, Jones. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Now they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Finding Harris on back-to-back plays. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Tyquan Thornton, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Patriots are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And it makes the score 21-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
A play fake for Swift. Now Goff. He'll buy some time right. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Goff linking up with Shark for a Lions first down. Swift going to try up the middle. Room here to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 111 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On first down, it's Goff. And it's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Goff. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson. Touchdown! T.J. Hockenson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half.
Patriots 10. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Jones, another shot here after the pick six. Man open, it's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time. We'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. They'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from this first half of action. Now Jones throwing on 1st down. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. And the Lions are going to have it here just past the 25. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Here's Goff. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. The 30. 10. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Badgley on for the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. That's caught by Myers. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. He hit his first, now this from 43. And his kick is indeed good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they get the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Here's Goff now on second down. It's complete to Williams. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Complete to Jameson Williams. A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
The Patriots going with a dime package here. 2 extra defensive backs on 3rd. There's Goff. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
To me, the defense was a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they've come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return, and the Patriots take over. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Well, still in the 3rd quarter here. Now you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome. But completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
Now a play fake here on first down. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Damian Harris, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots get a bit closer. So a very important first drive of the third quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, where was this in the first half? Because if they'd had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. But that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side. We're going to be here, and we're going to battle you to the end.
The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin first and 10. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 142 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Once again, it's Swift. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in their second half blowout material. They will run straight ahead with Swift. They find some open field here. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. They'll try the air now with Goff. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Marcus Jones picks it. And the Patriots are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. They'll still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
Here's Jones on first and 10. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it. An in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
Throwing again on second and 10. Jones. Open receiver here, complete. It's Parker. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Looking at a second and 11 now after the loss. Back to throw. Jones. That's complete to Whiteside. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing, Jones. And my goodness, another interception. And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 50, 30, 10, 5, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Lions 49, Patriots 21.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about it.
The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 45-yard line.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Damian Harris with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Patriots' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this 2nd half.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
This is Swift on the counter.
And he'll find some space up to about the 25.
180 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations would be extra defenders in the box coming after him, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Here's Jones. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And some space here. And he will finally be wrestled down at the Lions' 33. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Jones. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Now this throw caught left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Kendrick Bourne, 43 yards.
And the Patriots have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. What was once a really comfortable lead is not so comfortable anymore. Down to a 2-score game after they've seen a pair of touchdowns go against them on those last 2 drives.
Yeah, they've got to find a way to get off of autopilot right now, okay? Get back to what was working for them earlier. Understand that they still have a 2-score lead, so it's not dire, but at the same time, okay, guys, let's mash the gas. Let's get going again. Let's have some fun.
They stay on the ground this time. It's Williams. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Fighting through, and he's got space. And in for the Lions touchdown. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Tackle made that time by Alim McNeil.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Jones. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Gets it quickly out wide to Thornton. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And in 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Operating from the gun. Jones. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Landon Collins.
And the Lions are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Goff. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
Dietrich Wise running through and dropping him for the sack.
Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Well, just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Gone.
Connecting here with Chark on the out route.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Here comes the Lions punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. On the return is Jones. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect 2nd half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the 2nd half was pretty much been a carbon copy of the 1st.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And now a hook up downfield on 2nd down. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Looking for Thornton, and he's got him. Touchdown, New England.
A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Patriots are able to cut into that deficit.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback.
And they'll indeed take a knee. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Ball at the 24 at a 2nd and 11.
Goff going to throw it. Under pressure, and down he goes. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
They have gone to the 4th quarter, by the way, in that game in Cleveland. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Tracy Walker.
And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And the Lions will take the knee here with victory in the cards.
But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to...
Why would I ever have to cop a chain a game when the QB chain birthed most of the chains in the game? No post office, we stamping time. Took a slice out of the big apple, made apple pies, family size. Leather bombers and Nike Sacai's, dangerous corners, you better pray that tomorrow arrive. Rap, Sugar Ray Robinson, nothing sweet. Y'all too out of shape to even box with me. Heavyweight, I know my way around the ring. Just like Shorty know a way around the storm. Making hits with Hit Boy, all he gotta do is hit record. Record-breaking news, had to show up just to fill a void. Confused, spoiled little boys, y'all better keep your poise. Leave me out of the weasel. Be cool when you see me, I'm hot at all that rap deep. The hood know you, so we don't borrow, believe in it. Locked in on the instrumental, I took back the key to this. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. Run me the keys.